Hi, everyone. I'm Eddie Salas, and welcome back to The Price Point, where we break down the biggest challenges in retail pricing and how to tackle them head on. Today, we're talking about something that's critical to competitive pricing intelligence: representative pricing. Let's say you're tracking competitors' prices across multiple locations in a given region. You're pulling data from 10 different stores for the same retailer, retailer X, and for the same product. The problem, each store has a different price. So one location for that item may be at $4.99, another one at $5.49, and then yet another, and maybe a few others at $4.79. So how do you consolidate these prices into one meaningful number for analysis and benchmarking? This is where representative pricing comes in. It's about making sense of competitor price collections to create a clear reference point for pricing strategies to drive consistency on your end. At its core, representative pricing is about aggregating competitive price collections to determine a single reference price for a given competitor in a given region. Now, why does this matter? Because when you're analyzing competitive pricing, you need a reliable way to compare and measure without being thrown off by store specific variations. Said another way, if you're able to anchor to a price, being able to price manage to that anchor or even establish price reporting that is generating your price indices, having that anchor price is absolutely critical. Otherwise, you're chasing numbers. Now, there are several ways to calculate a representative price, and each method has its trade offs. First, you can look at the average price or the mean price across those 10 stores that you collected. You take all those collected price and calculate the average. It smooths out the price fluctuations, but because prices are constantly shifting, you might always be chasing a moving target. And this is especially true if there's a high-low operator where you're seeing promotions float in and out extremely aggressively. Next, the lowest price in the data set, otherwise known as the low of the low. So essentially, you're going to take all those 10 stores and those 10 prices, and whatever the lowest price is, that's what your anchor price is going to be. Now, this method ensures you're tracking the most aggressive competitor pricing, but there's a catch. Clearance pricing, one-off discounts, pricing anomalies could artificially skew the price lower than what the true representative is in the market. Now, that may not necessarily be a bad thing. If you want to play the aggressor and really trying to get that price image, go into the lowest price in the market, even if it's questionable, may not necessarily be a bad thing. Now, what about the highest price in the data set? High of the high. This can be useful when looking at margin opportunities, but using the highest competitor price as your benchmark could mislead you into thinking the market supports a higher price than it actually does. And finally, and this is my favorite, the mode price, the most common price collected. Now, oftentimes this is a really, really good middle ground. If a competitor has 10 stores and six of them are priced at $4.99 for a given item, that's probably a strong indication and representation of where the market is. Now, if there's too much price variation, this method loses effectiveness. But that's really a rarity, more an exception to the rule. When you take a look at the broader retailer marketplace, mode price is actually a strong measure to use. Now, beyond the method, there's the question of when you take the measurement. Do you take it across the most recent competitive collection, or do you use a rolling time window such as the last 7 days or 14 days? Or do you consolidate pricing data over a full month to smooth out the fluctuations? This is especially important for retailers that update their pricing frequently. If a competitor changes prices every few days, a single snapshot may not necessarily tell the entire story. So, do you potentially take a look at the last 14 days and take a mode across those 14 days, understanding those fluctuations that may actually smooth out a good representative price to both report to and the price manage to? Now, why does all this matter? Because getting representative pricing means you get a more accurate view of the competitive landscape. First, it ensures you're making an apples to apples comparison. A single store's price isn't enough. You need a broader market view. Second, it improves decision making for pricing strategies. If your competitive benchmark is flawed, your pricing decisions could be off. And third, it helps you track competitive trends more effectively. Understanding how pricing shifts over time gives you a better handle of where the market is going. At the end of the day, pricing is more than just numbers. It's about clarity, It's about confidence and it's about control. Representative pricing ensures you're not chasing scattered data points, but making informed strategic decisions that drive real impact. In today's market, the brands and retailers who win aren't just collecting the data, they're making sense of it. And that's what we do here at DataWeave. And that's what the price point is all about, helping you turn competitive insights into a competitive advantage. Thanks again so much for tuning in. If this resonated with you, let's keep the conversation going. Drop me a comment, share your thoughts, and follow for more insights on pricing strategy. Until next time, price with a purpose, and thanks for joining me at the Price Point.